don't really think I like this mix. I think I'm gonna switch it up. Not a big fan of this one. There's too much of that, you know, the talking thing they do. Like lo-fi excerpts from independent films, you know. How about this one? It's all supposed to be copyright free, but you know how it is. Pretty sure most of my videos it can't be shown in Russia for a copyright violation, but I'm like but they never like specify, so I don't know if it's true or if it's political. I have no idea because they don't explain it. But okay, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of crocheting, but I want to make sure I don't have any snags on here. I tried to learn the guitar a little bit the other day. Wonderful teacher. I haven't played any guitar in a very long time, so it was cool. Still bad at it, but I clipped my nails a little bit so I could get a better grip on there, but didn't seem to help later. I'm used to singing. Think of the note and you make your throat do the thing. It's a lot easier. Well, it's a lot easier when you have like 16 years of practice under your belt. Now, I'm sure if I had been practicing the guitar for just as long, like getting lessons for that long, I'm sure I would be very good at that too. Probably. Maybe. My fingers aren't very long. So maybe I'd be just as terrible. I think that's the problem with high standards. If you're not immediately good at a thing, you think that it's that you're terrible at it. Well, you could be, you won't be forever, right? Okay. I think we're just about done with this. Family came to visit and I ended up giving a gift to everyone except for my brother because I wasn't really sure what to give him. So I'm going to try and finish this up before they have to go back home. I worked on it for a while last night, but I still got a little ways to go. That's really good. Okay. So, the yarn is Pearl from Hobby, not Hobby Lobby, but Hobby. I don't think it's Italian. I got a few different kinds of stitches in here. I'm trying not to make it too fancy, but I get bored doing the same thing over and over again. So I always end up with like intricate stuff. So this is what we've got so far. It needs to be probably about 3 times this size, I would say. So we'll see how far I can get. But, it is like a steel and something else. Yeah, let me see if I've got the... here we go. Pearly Haze, I think is the name of it. Oh, that's the seashell. Yeah, I think the Pearly Haze is the gray one, and the blue one is oh no, they're both Pearly Haze. Well, and yes, it is made in Italy, but the company itself is in Denmark, it looks like. But anyway, it's a nice, it's a viscous, so it's, or viscose, so it's nice and soft. All right, do I want to go another blue? I think I want to go with the gray again. It's nice and soft, and it's shiny too. It's got sort of a metallic look to it, which I really enjoy. I'm going to put a border around it when I'm done to kind of even out this, because I noticed it was getting too long and not wide enough, and I want it to be wide enough to, you know. Oh, that looks nice. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I think this will be nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change the music entirely. This is not doing it for me. I need more instrumental, I think. That's a little bit better. I'll put this down so you can see what I'm doing a little bit. So I'm just going to weave in the end here. Man, it has been a hard quarter. Am I at the end? Yeah, I'm at the end. Okay. I got a little stressed. Just a little stressed. Pretty sure I gave myself a little heart attack. But it's over now, and I passed everything, and there's actually assignments that I need to have done for the first day of the next quarter. So, I mean, it's not like a true break, I would say, but it is a break without regular classes, so that's nice. Man, that's the worst of both worlds. I don't think you can see what I'm doing or my face. So if you wanted either of those things, tough cookies. None of the cookies. I did have my door closed, but Red Cat keeps shoving it open, so. All right, let's see. Let's do some... I'm gonna go back to this, the ribbed, this here. It's a little bit tighter of a stitch, and I do like the pattern of it, It's nice and textured. As you can see, it's there. You can see it much better that way. So you can see that it's actually lifted up. Use a half double crochet for that one, and you stitch in the front 2 loops in order to get that, which means it uses more yarn, and I'm trying not to do that too much, just because I want to make sure I have enough, and I can't order more of this in time, like especially with the mail coming from Europe right now. There's no way I would get this in less than like 4 weeks, so I gotta make sure I've got enough. Although I was thinking, I do have a light green that I can put with this as well, but I'm not really sure if I want to use it yet. So I think we'll see. I think we'll see if we can make do with this, and if we can't, we'll figure it out. I'm not digging this one either. I can't handle the saxophone. Just bad for me. Let's see, some playlists. Oh, I think I've heard this one before. Nope, not that one. There we go. That's better. All right. Maybe if I scooch back a little bit. Oh, hey, sweetie. Hi, I was wondering where you went. Hey, hey. Hey, sweet girl. You gonna take a nap? Yeah, you gonna take a nap. She and I are both very tired. So I think I fixed all of the interactive stuff, like stickers and sound things and all that stuff. It'd been a while. I needed to log into a couple of things to reactivate them, but you should be able to do some fun sounds again if you want to. I think I've got a bunch of them that you can do with the watcher points or whatever. So if you watch my stream regularly and you have a whole bunch of points, if you have a whole bunch of points saved up, then you can do some cool things with that. So I don't like putting my glasses on my head while I'm live streaming, just because I feel like my face looks weird without them. I'm very used to having them. But it's more comfortable not to have my glasses all up in my face because I'm nearsighted. So I guess we're just gonna go for comfortable. This year's been so crazy. I've only got a single quarter left, and then I'm going into clinicals. I was talking to a friend last night who's in law school, and she has regular semesters because her program is standard. It's not an accelerated program like mine is. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh, that sounds nice. Like to actually have like the time for stuff to sink in, but also when she describes what kind of stuff she has to do for lawyering, I mean, it sounds deathly dull to me. I cannot even imagine doing any of that. Oh, well, hello. Thank you for the follow, Minutemen 2026. Lovely to see you. Yeah, I'll stick with healthcare. I'm not a big fan of reading legal documents. Oh, you know, what's funny is I do ASMR occasionally, but since I've been in classes, I've sort of taken a break from that, and I just kind of hop on the stream whenever I've got the time and do whatever. But I will be doing more ASMR soon, I think. I'll be getting back to that. Do you have favorite sounds? Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of any sort of clapping for ASMR. The contrast is unpleasant for me. I like brushes. Like brush sounds are really nice. Yes. Oh, can you ask why? I thought you just weren't done asking your question. That's funny. Oh, did I like it and something happened? No, it's just that there's more preparation that goes into doing ASMR, and it's not that I dislike it. It's that I just haven't had the time to, get everything set up and, get the ambiance and all that kind of stuff because I've been too busy with school. So there's no reason for me to not want to go back to it at some point. I just haven't lately. I've been doing a lot of horror games lately when I have the time. I like horror games and cozy games, which might sound like opposites, but can you think of anything more cozy than watching a horror movie all wrapped up in a blanket in a dark room with like some hot chocolate? That's a good evening for me. There's a couple of horror movies out recently I want to see over the break. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing that. Not a fan. Yeah. Snapping's very similar for me and like the sound quality. I'll do it, but I don't like listening to it afterwards because it's just kind of, I don't know, like the audio texture of it is not something that I tend to do, but I'm not opposed to it. I've done like brush sounds and crunchy sounds. Like if you get a like a one of those scrub brushes that you use for your dishes and you kind of crunch them. I like those. It's sort of like when it's right up against the microphone, it sounds like bubbles popping in a bath, which I think is nice. Yes, that did happen. I kicked them. I don't usually kick people. I usually give like so many chances, but it was pretty rough. But my thing is, if you're here to chill, that's totally cool. But if you're going to ask me the same question like 87 times, you're not here to chill. You're here to be an asshole. So that's when I start kicking. Yeah, just people asking for things when I say no. You can do it, twice, maybe 3 times if there's a lot of time in between and you forget maybe, but more than that, and it's pretty obvious you don't respect the answer that I've given you, you know what I'm saying? So, and like my thing is, if you want something and I say that's not a thing I'm gonna do, you can totally go to a different stream, you know, and that'd be fine. I don't want anybody to be sitting here wanting something that they're never will do. The kinds of things that you want, you just gotta find them, you know. So I would hate to keep somebody from being able to chase their bliss or whatever it is that they want to do. Yeah. Yeah. No big deal. It's a nice rainy, cozy day here today. Every once in a while I hear the sound of a car splashing through puddles on the street outside my window. It's nice. I used to work outside. That was extremely unpleasant in the rain. You don't really have a choice about it, but it's nice now that I don't have to be in it all the time. Hey, Red Kitty, how you doing? Hey, honey, you come to hang out with me? Who's a pretty girl? You are. I've been out of the house quite a bit the past couple of days, trying to visit everybody and get all that stuff in and jam it all into one weekend. And apparently she missed me. Go figure. I don't. This was a while ago. I haven't been streaming super regularly this year, or doing ASMR for that matter. So it has been a while. I've been going through echocardiography classes, and that takes up quite a bit of brain space. Yeah, this will be nice. Do a little bit of a stripe there. Yeah, that'll be good, nice. I really like this stitch right here, this cross. I like that a lot. It was so hard to learn. It was so hard to learn. But now that I know how to do it, you know, and it's very, very easy to do, I like throwing it in it. Anything that I can. It's good stuff. Well, before you get whatever it is off your chest, I have a question for you. Why do you feel like you need to do that here? I'm not telling you not to. I'm just curious what your reasoning is. Do you feel like if it's like a safe place, like anonymity? What's your reasoning behind it? Mm-hmm. Well, that's true. Okay, well, have at it. Let me know if you want advice or just an ear. I think we finally found a good lo-fi hip-hop station. There's just way too much talking in the other ones. Yeah, that's looking a little better. It was getting too pointy. It was not working for me. You know, I was thinking about going with a green and silver, but I felt like that looked too, I don't know. It looked a little too something. Oh, man. What do you do for work? Oh, you're a mechanic. They didn't give you any bereavement? For a loss of a sibling, you should get like some kind of bereavement for that. Well, I'm sorry you're going through that. The last time I had a loss in the family, I literally um, quit my job and almost got evicted. So I'm not the person to ask for advice on this because I do not handle um, grief of a loved one super well. I would say 2 weeks. Yeah, have some fucking drinks, dude. Have some drinks. Maybe try not to kill yourself with it, but I mean, you can let yourself be upset. What do you mean? Like you Okay. Like I don't know your financials, dude, but like that seems like one of those things where it's if your brother's funeral, you're gonna like go to the funeral. My partner was a mechanic for like a long time, and like I get it, some of those guys are assholes, but I I think I'm missing some key motivations here. This sounds wild. Also, how old are you? And do you live in the States? Because I know there's no like government protections for people that can like really be enforced here. You're 30? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like that seem I don't know. I know people make shit up all the time on the internet. Like, and I'm familiar with people making up stories and streams and stuff. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I can't imagine a world where I would stay at work because my boss, who is a mechanic, told me he didn't want me to leave to go to my brother's funeral. There's no way. Like he'd have a broken jaw on the way out, you know? That's wild. Especially if you're taking it so hard. If you guys were close, that blows my mind. Oh, that doesn't sound like a good place to work. Like bills are a thing, I get it, believe me. But I would start looking for another job if I were you. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought you said this happened 2 weeks ago. Do you have a support group? Because I think that would be the first thing to look into. I don't go to church, but there's a lot of resources available for people going through stuff. Yeah, you need to find one. And here's the thing. Like, regardless what the issue is, that has you so upset, regardless what your personal circumstances are, what your job circumstances are, what your family circumstances are, all that stuff, the fact that you felt the need to go onto a live stream and say all of these things, whether they're true or not, like, that implies that you need support, right? Either for your brother's death or for emotional support, because for another reason, you know? So I think that's probably the best advice that I can give you, is to get yourself a support group for whatever you're going through, you know? 'Cause you're right, I do care. And there's no way for me to know what's going on the other side of the screen, but from what you're saying to me right now, I can tell you that for sure. You need some people in your real life who can help you out, show you some support, show you some love in person, you know? Oh, I got too busy and stopped going to therapy probably 4 months ago. I'm going to be honest. My therapist was saying the sorts of things like, "You're very self-aware. I don't know how to help you," which says to me that they are not a good fit for me. But you know how insurance works. When you don't have many options, based on expense and all that stuff. But I do think that I was, yeah, no worries. I do think I was benefiting from it, and I do think I am. I do think going back would probably be a very good choice to make. Just to, like, make time for it, even if it takes up time. It helps out in other ways. So. Meow, meow, meow. Red Cat's taking a bath. She's so pretty. That cat would not talk to me before Simon passed away. And then after he left, she just... like, she didn't want to talk to me, and then she learned that she didn't have a go-between anymore, because he was always the one who would, like, talk to me for her. But since he wasn't there anymore, she was like, all right, fine, I guess I'll talk to you. Now she's nice and snuggly, and she's very talkative, which is super cool. Like, oh, you're not too bad. Guess I'll hang out. Ugh. So I've got clinicals next year, starting in January, and I'm going to have to commute for a bunch of that stuff because the degree that I'm getting is a specialty medical degree. So there's only certain places that will take you for clinicals because there's only certain places that do what I'm going to be doing. And I would really love to get more quail, but I don't think I'm going to have the time for it. That's the whole reason I haven't gotten more quail up to this point. But I am absolutely sure that I'm going to lose at least 2 of them this winter. Fluffy Butt might survive, but honestly, if she does, I might just bring her inside, you know, because it's so cold out there. If the other 2 pass away, because, okay, so like all of my animals are nearing the end of their lifespans, like all of them. The birds should have been gone last year. They're little miracle birds. They've lasted a long time. But Shelby, my creamsicle corn snake, she has what I think is probably bone cancer, which is pretty common in her breed. And she's like 17 now, I think. So that's about the time that stuff would start. So it would make sense. Oh, you went to trade school? That's cool. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that don't educate themselves before they get into a job like that. They just think, oh, it's all too intuitive. It's not. So that's cool that you went to a trade school. Yeah, I think when Shelby passes, if the other 2 birds pass, I might bring Fluffy Butt inside and put her in Shelby's living area. The problem is that the bird dust, because they kick it up a bunch. That's an issue. But I'd hate to make her be all alone out there through the winter time, you know what I mean? It seems so cold and lonely. She's a little sweetheart too. I guess I better start thinking about that. Yeah, I know there's like there was a program like that when I was in school too. And I feel like more people should take advantage of programs like that, just because it's if you gain a skill like that, I mean, it's going to help you through your whole life regardless. Like, even if you don't end up using that as, you know, for your career, it's still going to help you. But mechanic jobs can be very good jobs. For a while, I was a meter reader for the utility companies. I tell you what, being a woman in a male-dominated, extremely active job where the people that are in it are all there because their dad gave them the job, so they get all the best routes, they get all the bonuses, they get all the everything. You're stuck working minimum wage at these places. Golly, it is. I was so mad when I left that job. That was the worst. Oh, that's cool. I love that. My dad was never particularly good at working on cars. There was a lot of tire kicking and grumbling. He's an extremely intelligent person and a fabulous engineer, but cars were not his thing. Yeah, this is looking better. Oh, I'm gonna run out way too soon. I'm gonna have to throw in some of that green. All right, let's see what we got. Green or maroon? I don't know which one. Oh, cigars. Oh man, I haven't had a cigar since I was like 22. I didn't particularly care for it. I feel like that's one of those things that you have to, like, you know, have a nose for, I guess. Delicious. Oh, it's so cozy today. I guess I will just take a picture of this and see which one he wants. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a nice memory. I don't know if I've got his updated number in here. You realize that you were sent a message by your cousin and never responded. Yeah. It's hard to tell what you mean with no punctuation on that sentence. Yeah, I think it's nice. We'll see. Well, I guess I could do like a cream. I don't care for that. Man, this Pearly Haze is so pretty. And it's like, it doesn't look like it should be so soft, you know? It looks like it should be like harsher, but it is so soft. I think he's gonna like it. I hope he does. I hope it's not too complicated. He said something about just wanting like a regular stitch for it, and I completely forgot that he said that until after I had already done like 6 rows, and then I was like, oh, hang on. He said keep it simple. But I mean, this is, here's the thing. This is really nice. Like, I don't want to just do a double crochet granny stitch for the whole thing, because it like, the complicated stuff looks so much better in yarn like this. You could just do a granny stitch with anything. Hell, I could make a velvet granny stitch. I did in, I think, 2 days. It was like 6 pounds of velvet with this thing. Nice weight to it. Loved that thing. And I made that for my grandmother when I visited her. What was that, last year, I think? And yeah, she loves that thing. I want to make another one for her, but I don't know what to make. Sorry about the noise. It's very loud. I'm trying to figure out what game to play too. I think if I'm gonna do another color, this is the row that I need to start that other color on. Otherwise, it's not gonna look right. It's gonna look out of place. So I think I'll take a break on this for a little bit and figure out what game I want to play. So there's 3 that I'm kind of thinking about. Disco Elysium. Where's my Bobby? There. Thinking about Disco Elysium, Fallout 4, just for, oh no, come back, for a little bit. Oh no, where'd you go? I lost it. Oh, biscuits. Well, the vacuum will find it, I suppose. Alright, I got one more I can use. Can't lose this one, though. Okay. There. Alright, now it's ready for us when we come back. I did 2 rows in the last hour. Distracted. Did I do 2 rows? I might have done 3. Probably did 2. Oh, feels so nice. This is going to be amazing when it's done. Yeah, so Disco Elysium, Fallout 4, what's the other one? Silent Hill, or I'm sorry, Resident Evil Village. Eventually I'm going to need to go back to Alan Wake 2 and finish that. And what else? You know, Stardew Valley. I like that game too. I guess I've only been doing this stream for about an hour now. What's your vote, Minutemen 2026? Feeling any gains? I could always do Baldur's Gate 3, but I've never done a live stream of that because it is embarrassing how much I love those characters. So, I don't think we're doing that one. In the meantime, I'm going to use this camera to fix my hair. Maybe I'll just leave it down since I'm not crocheting anymore. Okay, I guess I better make a choice here. We'll do... I wonder if there's, yeah, okay. I know what I'll do. This will be fun. We'll do a little spinny wheel. Yeah. Something my dad always told me was, just pick something, and if you want to change it after you've settled on it, then you picked the wrong thing. You know, so you, like, if you're like, oh, I don't get to do whatever, well, just do whatever, you know, do the other thing. So, okay, let's see here. So, let's go for this and this. Oh, hey. I think I got a response on my question about the thing. Oh, no, I certainly did not. Message not delivered. Okay. That's fine. That was the not great. Okay, so this was the ASMR wheel, and I am going to make this. I'm gonna make this. If I can, jeez, of Pete's. Let me do the thing, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Choice wheel. Here we go. Figure out what we want to put on here. There. No, I don't even have to worry about it. Okay. So our choices are going to be... Man, that's a lot of choices on there. Manage categories. All right. Disco. Um, Where are the others I mentioned? My brain's broken. Disco Elysium. We've got Resident Evil Village. Fallout 4. There's too many. I want there to be less. Oh, some of them are weighted different. I see. I see what I did there. They're very big. This is kind of, maybe I should move it over so you can see it. That, I don't like that picture in the middle. Can I change that? It's my face. Center image. Here we go. Let's just not do a center image. That'll be better. Okay. Donut is on there for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Let's do Stardew Valley. Okay, so we've got Fallout 4, Disco Elysium, Resident Evil 5, and I need to put in Stardew Valley as well. Okay. This should be fine. I think. Fiddling with a couple more things here. That should make it look a little bit nicer. Okay. Let's do it. It's not the best, but it's a thing that we've got that we can use. Okay, so let's see. Interact. There we go. Okay. So let's see what we're doing. Please let me interact with the choice wheel. This is ridiculous. I know how to do things. I do things all the time. This is just embarrassing. All right, let's see here. Export high properties projector. Oh, oops. I think I need to actually open up my dashboard in another place, which I don't feel like should be the case, but I think it might be. I think it might be the case. Okay, here we go. Widgets, my widgets. So silly that I have to open this up to do this. Okay, choice wheel. This is actually a lot easier to manage though, if I'm being honest. The interface for this is better. Oh, there we are. We moved. Okay, let's try this again. We've got it. We're doing a thing now. All right. What game are we playing? Oh, looks like we are playing Disco Elysium. You won Disco? That sounds fine to me. There's a lot of really good voice acting, but there's also a lot of reading out loud as well. So I think that'll be nice. On a side note, if you go to my link tree, you will find a link to a site that I will be reading a book on that someone I know wrote. It is a little inappropriate for this audience just because of graphic violence and some other mature themes as well. So if you're not into that, don't come by. But I will be recording it for them. That was the thing that I decided I was going to do during my break because they've helped me out a lot through school, and I wanted to help them out back, you know. So I'm going to make a audiobook recording for them, but I will be live streaming the process, but because of the themes involved, I won't be doing it on this platform. I will be doing it on another platform that you can find in my link tree. I don't know if that link is dead or not. If it is, pop into my my Discord server. I'll be updating that as well with what's going on. There will be an entry fee to watching that live stream, just because of what it is, and it's not going to be very much, but it's one of those things where it is what it is. We'll just say, if anybody wants information about it, I can explain the reasoning later. But if you would like to come and watch that recording, you're welcome to. And like I said, if there are any problems with the link, hit up my Discord channel and I'll fix it. Because somebody said that they had an issue with it, and I think it's fixed now, but you know how that stuff is. All right, so I'm gonna hop off here, grab myself a snack, I think, and then pop back on for some Disco Elysium. So I will see you later, and I hope everyone has a very nice day. Hopefully a cozy day if I don't see you again. All right.